What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy AJ Red. I'm back again with another video and another episode of the AJ Red Show. Tonight we're going to talk about I Love You, Bobby Purr. Y'all know I don't know why I watch this shit, but I guess like I said before, y'all watch this shit or like to hear about it. So y'all want to discuss this bullshit? All right, here we go.
It's the AJ Red Show, starring me, AJ Red. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Now let's get into it.
What's up? It's your boy AJ Red. I'm back again, like I said before, with another episode of the AJ Red Show. Tonight we're covering I Love You, Bobby Purr. That crazy ass, ratchet ass, bullshit motherfucking show. But like I said, I don't know why I watch this shit other than to report it to y'all as to what's going on over there. Y'all seem to like this shit. Y'all going in for the ratchet TV god. Listen. So, but before I jump into the episode, let me go ahead and acknowledge all of my new subscribers. Thank you guys for joining the crew. If you will right now, if this is your first video, please go ahead and now hit that notification bell so that you'll find out. You'll be one of the first ones to know when I upload these exciting and cussing ass videos I like to upload. Also, if you are a old subscriber, I'm just going to say it. Bottom line is y'all been sticking with me since the beginning, and I appreciate you guys, the biggest. Also, to everyone, old and new subscribers, make sure every video that you like, you hit that thumbs up. That's the like button. Make sure you click that on every video you decide to watch, and please decide to watch all of them. If you choose more than once, hell, because some people saying they done watched several videos a couple of times before, and I know which one it is. I'll be back. But yeah. So anyway, welcome back. Let's jump into the episode real quick so we can get this shit out the way. Because like I said, Ratchet TV, I have my limits, and this seemed to be my limit. I think it's beyond my limit and definitely out of my comfort zone. I don't really fuck with this show, but again, I'm doing it for y'all. So here we go. I Love You, Bobby Purr. I guess gonna say shit, episode 5 or something like that. I believe it is of season 1, and I'm guessing it's gonna only be one season because they're trying to look for love for Bobby Purr, Purr or whatever the fuck his name, Rolling Ray with this Purr bullshit, looking for love for Bobby Lights. So they left off after they had the situation at the first challenge and all this shit with the pool and all this different stuff. So they had a couple of eliminations. Apparently, Dimitri walked off by default, and they still been trying to reach out to him as to how to get him back on the show. Dimitri said, fuck all y'all, fuck y'all queens and y'all bullshit. I ain't got time for all that fighting and carry on. I came looking for love, not, WWFC. So he said he had to go ahead and X himself out of the entire competition. Rolling Ray is getting, like I said, as usual, on my fucking nerve. He busy talking about all this bullshit with Hot Wheels again. They're looking to pick with Hot Wheels and get at him and just get underneath his skin. And I, again, don't understand why in the fuck Rolling Ray is the one that advocated for the man in the wheelchair to be on the show when you're going to treat him so fucking badly. Rolling Ray treated Hot Wheels worse than anybody else on the show. I would say worse than any cast member or anything like that. He mistreated him horribly. And when it all came down to it, Hot Wheels was pretty much thinking to his motherfucking self, he's like, bitch, I don't even know why the fuck I'm over here. Why the fuck I took this flight to get up on Houston. I done lost my best friend. I done lost my handler. Shit is hard and difficult for me. But in the end, I'm still trying to persevere and press on towards the mark of a high calling when it comes to this competition and become Bobby Light's new love. Well, we gonna see how that shit turned out. If you watch the episode, you already know, but I'm gonna tell you my version of the shit. Another fucking challenge that a man in a wheelchair has no business being up to the challenge for. They done sit up here and did some fucking pole dancing competitions, what they came up with, right? Now, why in the fresh fruit fuck would you decide to do a pole dancing competition when you clearly, and I don't understand why Rolling Ray didn't even advocate for it. Let's do something a little more different that actually, that Hot Wheels can actually participate in. Why don't we check their IQ levels? Put these son of a bitches to a test. Something with their mind, a jigsaw puzzle, a Rubik's Cube or something to see if they got any smarts other than throwing them hands. Because apparently everybody has a little experience in throwing the bows. And getting out there fighting and whatnot. As we've already seen, everybody has fought somebody except for, I believe, Trax and probably I believe it's Savage. It's Savage. No, it's not Savage. It's another one. I forget his name, but it's basically one or two that had been into some bullshit fighting over some mess. But I would think that Rolling Ray would be more like, let's do something that's more educated, something that's more geared towards trying to see how good they are with problem solving or some shit like that. No, it's the pole dancing. And I do understand the point of trying to find out how sexy somebody be for you, or how sexy they can be, or what's their sexy limits, or what does sexy even look like in their mind. We're just saying, here's sexy, or here's the topic, sexy, do sexy, in whatever it looks like in your mind. But I don't think this challenge really was suitable for the guys. Well, at least not all of them, especially not Hot Wheels. But we'll get to that in a moment. As far as the one they named Dingaling with them dreadful dreads in his head and all them goddamn tattoos in his face and everywhere else, I wish he would just get rid of that mouthpiece, because I'm pretty sure those are not motherfucking goals. I'm pretty sure by the time he take them out at night, his breath probably smell like Yamaha. Like straight out, like fresh ass. Like, not the fresh ass like fresh out the gym, or not fresh ass like you just got off from work and you bathed like, the morning of or the night before. I'm talking about fresh ass where you ain't bathed in 2 days and probably, been running around at the gym and jogging in the parks and all this kind of stuff, and been down to the job and probably ain't changed them drawers about 2 or 3 days. I'm talking about, I know that breath motherfucking stink when that mouthpiece comes out. It just sounds like it stink. Like Rolling Ray's breath. Because Hot Wheels already say Rolling Ray's breath smell funky as fuck. And I'm pretty sure he should be one of the ones to know, since Rolling Ray hawked that fucking loogie on him. But I advocate, and y'all drop down in the comments and let me know if y'all agree. I think Dingling ought to let that mouthpiece swing elsewhere and just take that son of a bitch out and let's see what them teeth looking like. The girls are already on the bus. And I'm saying girls because that's what they acting like. I'm not trying to throw no shade. I kind of am. But at the same time, the girls are on the bus. The bitches can't even get along for the little ride from the house onto the bus to the little venue they got to go to for the next competition. Of course, Island Boy is then started drinking and then started getting to his lady character with his broken wrist situation, talking shit to Hercules and going back and forth and all this other shit. Basically telling Hercules to shut the fuck up. And Hercules is like, basically, if I'm to shut the fuck up, who's gonna make me? Because I'm not gonna do it by choice. And if you bad enough, bitch, get up off of that thing and make your way over here to the queendom and make me shut the fuck up. Which Island Boy never got up and made his way down the aisle over there to where Hercules was. Which I'm kind of glad, because this was actually an episode where these bitches did not physically fight. I'm so proud of y'all for actually being able to get along for a change and not actually fucking fight. Maybe all the fight was just to draw our attention in to watch this shit in the first place. And now they're kind of tapering off. And maybe I shouldn't say that, because maybe in episode 6 they're probably going to be scrapping like a batch of fucking stupid hush puppies again before the fucking season is over. But yeah, of course they had this situation and all that different shit down there at the thing going to on the bus or whatever. So then they get down to the venue and everybody done packed their little clothes. They was told to pack something sexy, whatever they thought sexy would look like to them, coming down to the situation. Some of them outfits was a fucking mess. I don't see how any of you all would have thought some of that bullshit y'all had on was any kind of way of sexy. Basically, when they down there changing their clothes, getting themselves ready, somewhere along the way, Big Purr decided he gonna change it, he gonna change his britches in front of everybody else. And I think it was Island Boy or Hercules, I think it was. They ran it behind him and smacked him on them big old chocolate debbies. Big Purr got mad. He said, wait a minute, stop. What are you doing? Don't do that. Why you do stuff like that? Listen, if you make Big Purr, you may as well get you somebody smacking on them big old chocolate debbies, because if you want big Bobby Lights to be around you, all that shit y'all was doing down to the competition and the challenge, I'm pretty sure you got to get you somebody slapping on them big old biscuits. What else they got? Jocelyn Hernandez made her guest appearance on the fucking show, y'all. I thought Jocelyn was gonna be a pure bitch, because we all know Jocelyn has never been the one to be nice to anybody, especially when they seem to be stepping out of line with her first. She's always got the comeback clap, some shit like that, something quick to say or whatever have you. Half the time we can't understand it because she's saying it like the Puerto Rican princess. We don't know what the fuck she's saying, whether she's saying it in Spanish, Puerto Rican, Trinidadian or Ecuadorian or whatever the fuck she be talking. We don't know what the fuck she be saying at the time, even when she reading the bitch or when she's not. But the bottom line, I was glad to see that she was on the show. She actually acted like she had some fucking sense. And when they got down to the venue, basically they put the guys on the stage. Each guy was supposed to basically get up with what they call a sexy outfit and basically do like a little striptease and kind of, the goal was to turn Bobby on and to see if they can get Bobby's fire stoked. You know, throw a little, couple of logs in the chimney, a few logs on the fire and keep the shit going. Although there was snow on the rooftop, they wanted to be fire in the chimney. And so Bobby wanted to see if any of the boys, if not all of them, could actually get him aroused or get him, you know, worked all up and kind of, you know, all hot and bothered and shit like that. So I'm not going to go through everybody that got on the stage. I'm just going to go through the ones I remember. And if y'all watch the motherfucking show, drop down in the comments, tell me who y'all remember, what y'all remember them for, and why y'all probably thought they should have won, and who y'all thought should have won. Because I'm going to tell y'all who won, and I'm actually glad they did win, although I don't fuck with them and don't really like them because of their attitude. But we'll get into that in a minute. But Jocelyn was there. Jocelyn came in with her blunt and her $200 bottle of alcohol, and they played her song as the guys danced to it. She came in, introduced herself, got to know the guys a little bit, and she spoke about how she's really good friends with Rolling Ray and Bobby Lights when it's off camera. You know, they fuck with each other the long way, but they don't really cover each other's bullshit, so they actually kind of good for reading one another, which is good for friends. You know, because you always are that friend that you'll take your friend's shit, but at the end of the day when you're tired of it, or you have some shit you want to get off your chest, when you know that you're a real friend, you can tell them what's on your fucking mind. They won't take it to heart, but they can understand that shit and kind of, you know, take a moment and sit and stew and reflect on it and maybe come back a better person, or at least kind of acknowledge in the moment what the fuck you're trying to convey to them and why it's not so cool or whatever have you, or the situation may pan out to be. But anyway, Jocelyn Hernandez is on the scene, you know, they're getting ready and all this different shit here. Now, while they're getting ready and being introduced to the guy, she immediately says she don't like Island Boy. She can't stand him. She damn near ready for him to go already because that jogging outfit he had on, which, like I told y'all, everybody's outfit was not sexy. Hell, half of them outfit wasn't even sexy. So, other than the drawers that Savage had on when he couldn't dance with the fuck on the stage, listen, half of y'all over there, you can't swim, you can't dance, you can't turn a man on. I guess that's why you're going into porn, because all you can do is drop your drawers and get straight to it, because you can't get a bitch turned on. You can't stoke the fire. You got to pat the gas a little bit so the carburetor defibrillator get enough gas so you can fire it up sometime. Yeah. So, but they had a moment where Bobby got, I guess, had a few too many drinks and shit, and they were talking about Island Boy, and all of a sudden, it came down to Hot Wheels again for no fucking reason, apparent reason at all, about him and his handler and all this different shit. And Hot Wheels, he was like, look, I acknowledged the bullshit I had nothing to do with. I apologize for it. I got rid of not only my handler, but my best friend. And I'm over here doing shit on my own and still trying to make it work and show you I actually love you and I want to be the one that you actually ultimately pick. But Bobby was being such a bitch to him. He started yanking on his chair and shit and shoving him around and all this different shit. And y'all know Hot Wheels. He's Hot Wheels for a reason. He got upset and told him, look, bitch, let me put on my motherfucking chair. So they got into it, went back and forth and all that shit. And so Hot Wheels finally told Bobby, I wish you knew what it was like to be in this wheelchair. He said basically it takes him back to a moment of when he actually got shot, which is what landed him in the wheelchair on some particular day that he memorized. And so this in turn reflected to Bobby where he just lost a loved one, some little cousin or some shit like that, to gun violence. And it allegedly put him in the teary-eyed mood. I'm like, these girls over here crying and shit, getting on my motherfucking nerve. Girl, you ain't had no reason to be crying. If you couldn't deal with these folks, bitch, you should have went on, canceled the show, or took one day off from filming or something and got yourself together, Miss Bobby. But at the end of the day, to be handling Hot Wheels the way you did, that shit was just petty and wrong. And I feel like y'all have it out for Hot Wheels anyway, you and Rolling Ray. What is it with y'all picking with him? And then when he decided to defend his motherfucking self, y'all getting all up in arms and shit, want to act like the boy doing something wrong. Now, let me be the first to say Hot Wheels is not, he's not the friendliest and easiest to deal with. He's always popping off like he has a chip on his shoulder, which is, I guess, him being in a wheelchair, confined to a wheelchair for a permanent amount of time or a short amount of time. I don't know. I have no clue. If you know and if you can find out, again, drop down in the comments and let me know what the skin is, because I have no motherfucking clue as what that is when it comes to that. I only know what he told me or told us on the fucking episode. Even with the fact of basically with the show, basically I'll go through a couple of the guys with what they did and everything. Big Purr with that lymphedema and shit. Let me tell you, I'm not trying to read, but a little bit yes. With that lymphedema and she got going on, he need to go over there and find the same Dr. Wendy Williams going to over there on the other end, and get that under control, because at the end of the day, yes, you cute and in the face and all that stuff, and you got your music going for you and your swag is cool, but you can't swim, and your big ass probably can't. You ought to be able to float, but then you can't even do a sexy dance. Now, what the fuck is that supposed to do for anybody in the bedroom? And you can't even, all you can do is tear your shirt off and jump down there with that extra front adipose tissue you got hanging from from your abdomen. I mean, you got to do a little bit better than that. He just got up there and did a couple of things, jumped off stage and went over there. He did kind of, I guess, really in a little bit by, licking, I think he licked whipped cream off Bobby's ass or some shit like that. Bobby licked whipped cream off his chest. So apparently, he turned Bobby on a little bit. Who was it? It's another one called Soul or some shit. I don't know. But he's also a porn star. He's got his OnlyFans page or some shit like that. He got on there. He couldn't fucking swim. He couldn't dance sexy or no shit like that. But he made it through to the lightning round some kind of way by going down there and doing all kind of weird shit to Bobby on the floor over there. Who else they had? Trax. Trax couldn't dance worth the fuck. He over there grinding up on the mic pole and shit like that with them big ass white socks on. I'm like, none of you niggas look sexy worth the fuck. I'm like, honestly, looking at it, Colgate, y'all gave body, of course. Big Purr gave plenty body for everybody, But the bottom line is all the guys gave body, ripped, chipped, chisel, hungover, whatever. Even Colgate, but Colgate couldn't fucking dance sexy. Who was it? Even Rerun, he couldn't really dance sexy. He was getting all aroused and shit. Dang Lane got hard while he over it. I guess he started reminiscing about some of the nice shit that him and Bobby Lights used to do when they were together, and he really wanted to blot everybody else out in the room and have a moment and put a partition up there and, probably handle some things on the other side with all the more mesh outfits that boy had on with that whipped cream and shit over there. He was getting aroused and whatnot. Justin got a little scared because that boy Dick had got hard and told him go take his little nasty ass and go sit down on the other side. And jumping straight into Island Boy, like I said, I didn't really give a fuck about Island Boy. I thought he'd been eliminated by now. That's what I would have expected. I guess Bobby said he keeps him around because he likes force for men. Apparently, that's another toxic trait, on some aspect of some spectrum that he loves and that gets him aroused or turns him on. But at the end of the day, I will say the shit that Island Boy did, he probably couldn't dance all that well, which I really could have beat him out on that part, so I'm not going to say I couldn't have done that. But some shit I would have done was use the cherries too and lay your ass on the stage and eat them bitches off of you and do a little burlesque, give everybody else a show on the stage and whatnot. And shit, by the time it was all said and done, you ready to take me up and do some things to me. So I get why Island Boy won the contest. I'm glad he won the something Dirty King pole contest or some shit they call it. I don't know. I called it the pole dancer contest. So I'm actually glad he did win the contest because he actually did better than everybody else when it came down to that last challenge. Elimination time. They got 12 motherfuckers left. Basically, one of the eliminations, the very first one, I saw it coming from the get-go. I saw it coming from shit 2 episodes ago, you know what I'm saying? It just been kind of holding out, I guess, to give camera time or just to not feel as bad when they did it. But 12 had remained. But when they got down to the thing, the first person to get their necklace this time was Island Boy. And he was so excited about it, and I guess because he did so well, I guess, too, at the little nasty-ass pole contest. So why not give him the first, chain? Then they bring up, I think Hot Wheels came up next. Gave Hot Wheels a third degree, all kind of bullshit. Rolling Ray just riding around him, circling him and different shit like old bucktooth vulture and all this other shit here. Like he's ready to bite into his flesh as he looked upon him as prey. I'm saying, listen, Rolling Ray, when he talks, that's what I think. when I see him in that banana #9 makeup on with the blush on the nose shit right there on the tip, that's what I think about. I can't stand to hear him talk. I wish he would just shut the fuck up and be like that thing off Family Guy and just type in what he got to say and let it come up on the screen. Just shut the fuck up. Don't say nothing. But like I said before, they treated Hot Wheels bad. When it all boiled down to it, Hot Wheels ended up getting sent home. They made a big fucking mockery out of it. It was basically a shameful exit. They didn't play no outro music or nothing. That's what they ought to get ready. Cue up, Bobby. Cue up some goddamn music for the people when they got to roll away or walk away. You can't just let a person walk away and then y'all started talking about a bitch in the background. Oh, go the other way, get out the property. And then Rolling Ray, old trashy ass, had the nerve to tell a man, oh, get off the property, go all the way down to the curb. They got a handicapped, accessible van waiting on you. And then he laughed at the shit. Well, I guess it can be funny to him because he already over there being Lightfoot. So I don't know. Anyway, moving on, not too much on that. But Hot Wheels got eliminated. They sent him by his business. He was glad to be gone. I don't know if I told y'all last time, TBD, somebody asked about TBD. TBD got the fuck on. He said he had some shit he had to go take care at his hometown or at home, and he didn't feel like being bothered him. I told y'all that shit. Go back and watch the video. Not theirs, but mine. I told y'all. But, let's see. Crouton was sitting there sweating the whole time, waiting for his motherfucking chain. But then when he finally got called down for his chain, it's like he's always fidgeting, always moving, and always profusely sweating and shit. Y'all drop down in the comments, let me know if y'all think Crouton on that powder. Because he on some shit other than smoking weed. The other guys might be smoking weed, but I think Crouton over there taking bumps or some other bullshit. But he was so satisfied and so happy, although his little bony ass couldn't dance either. And all he kept doing was whining. And I ain't talking about like a baby. I'm talking about all that old whining and grinding. Not on the pole, that kind of shit. And Jocelyn couldn't stand it. She said it was too much going on. Him and Colgate was too much whining going on. So, but he ended up getting this chain. And even Bobby was like, what the fuck you sweating so much for? And I know y'all in Miami, but goddamn. Maybe it's a mixture of liquor and cocaine. I don't know. We'll find out later down to the thing. Everybody got a chain, and basically, yeah, this is gonna tell y'all who the fuck got eliminated. I mean, who the fuck was sticking around and all this other shit. I'm not gonna go through all them eliminations and all this other shit. Watch it for yourself. Y'all talking about I'm not gonna go down there and subscribe to Zeus. I just watch it and find out about it. Okay, cool. I'd rather it that way. That way, I get more of your attention than Zeus does. I'm cool with that. But so final contestants to be eliminated or thereafter to be left, tossed up to be eliminated, came down to Colgate and Trax. And honestly, Colgate gave a statement as to when Bobby said, why should I choose you and not Trax? And he was like, well, I'll be this, I'll be that. And he kept speaking future tense. And Trax was like, well, shit. When he was posed the same question, he said, he's talking about shit that he's going to do in the future. I'm doing this shit right now. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Look at the motherfucker that's working in the present, fuck in the future. How you doing? He said all that shit he said he was going to do for you and be for you. I've been doing that since day one when I got it, when I showed it with my flowers. I've been the sweetest thing, making songs and everything else for you all the whole while I've been here. Doing shit I know I can't do. About to fuck up my hair in the goddamn pool knowing I can't swim. Damn near about to drown myself trying to get next to you. Trying to get next to you, baby. I'm over here doing all this extra shit, and he over there doing And he done been up over there on the websites and all this other stuff saying he was trying to look for weed. Get rid of his ass and let me stand and give me my chain. What happened? Colgate got dismissed. Colgate got dismissed and Trax ended up with the final chain, ergo leaving us with 10 contestants left for the next motherfucking episode and the next elimination. What else? Rolling Red with that fake ass motherfucking crying, them fake ass nails, them fake ass eyelashes with that fake ass attitude and that fake ass persona. I'm pretty sure beneath all that motherfucking bundo, he is just as shallow as he wants, as he wanted Hot Wheels to be or feel. But all that fake ass crying and shit, you know, carrying on like he really cared about Colgate being there. You should have been crying like that when Hot Wheels got eliminated, bitch. That was somebody that was on your motherfucking team. Y'all share the same fucking community. You should have shown him more respect. Shown him more hospitality. You should have been more his side, but for you to treat him like trash and spit on him, you gurgle neck bitch, that was just disrespectful. But anyway, that's the end of that shit. That's that fuckery in a nutshell. Because all they did was put in fillers in the first place and talk some shit with the guys smoking weed and all that shit. So I ain't finna go through all the conversation they had smoking weed. I'm just gonna tell y'all what the fuck went down, what happened in between, and somewhere in the middle, and then on the end. You know, fuck it. So, but anyway, that's all I have for I Love You Bobby Purr. Season 1 episode, I'm gonna say 5. Fuck it, I'm gonna go with my confidence. I know what it is. Y'all do too. Y'all ain't watch this shit, so y'all gotta go off what I tell you in any fucking way. So anyway, if you have not already, by the end of this video, go ahead right now and press that motherfucking notification bell. Again, that notification bell, ding, that is going to let you know when I upload these videos so you can be one of the first ones again to watch it, like it, thumbs up, and comment to it. If you are already a subscriber to the channel, thank you so much for sticking around and hanging out with your boy. You also, please hit that thumbs up on every video that you like. Listen, I keep telling y'all, I see like 72,000 motherfucking subscribers or 72,000 people coming to watch these videos. Come by here and subscribe. Don't just come and watch these damn videos. Hit the subscribe button. I want to talk to y'all. I want to hang out. Don't just stop by here when y'all want to, get a piece of fried chicken or some shit, little Kool-Aid, little mac and cheese, little cabbage, cornbread, and shit like that. Hang out. Stop by. Text the bitch sometime or something. But anyway, with that, share with somebody you know. Share with somebody you don't know. Share with a motherfucker you like. Share with somebody you don't like. Because again, if you don't like them, they don't like you. I'm pretty sure I'll be the money in the middle. They gonna love me. Right? Yeah, they will. But anyway, that's it, y'all. Love on yourself real good and real hard. And only love on those in return that are willing to give you the same. Right? Two-way street. Anybody got time for that one-way shit? All right, y'all. To the next video. Y'all.